Alright, I believe we're on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 3 minutes past 7 on the 16th of August 2021. It's time for the opening round of PSGL F7 in its 29th season. Okay, maybe not 29th for F7, but like 29th overall. How have we got the 29th season? It bewilders me. And I welcome you to tonight's action here at the Sakir International Circuit on the very small nation of Bahrain. As we see, we have a full grid tonight. Well, sorta. Some people here are reserves. My name's Otaku Logan, by the way. I'm on my own tonight, unlike last night when I did F10. As you can see, we've got a few familiar faces. We've got Old Wine, who was in last season's F7. We have Zexer, and we have Tim Milan. I do believe we not have sign of. Actually, I don't think Rulo is in this. He might have, or he couldn't have shown up tonight. But Rulo was in F10 last season. This is F7. I'd just like to let you know, F7, F8 to F1 actually is no traction control, no ABS, just the line. That's the only assist you're allowed. Oh, actually, I do believe it's F6 to F8, correct me if I'm wrong. F6 to F8 is line only, top 5 divisions, no line whatsoever. We have 18 viewers here already. This is just qualifying here, of course, 18 minutes session around here. The fastest time gets pole position. Of course, it is ordered by fastest time set, legally. And the top 10 will have to use the tyres they set their fastest lap on. The others will get a free choice. And considering this is Bahrain, the alternate strategy may work depending on when you pit, what you do, and as you have seen in past races this week, it has helped by starting in 11th. Of course, Barry Burmand intentionally went out in Q2 on PCF1, and well, it took him up to second. Unfortunately, he got a penalty, and although it was a bit unfair, he couldn't get it rectified due to the rules on submitting a complaint to the stewards. As you see, Milan is the first driver out here in the Alpine. Now, I do like to apologise if the colours are a bit confusing, especially the ones in blue: Mercedes, Alpine, Red Bull, Williams, and I think AlphaTauri as well. So half of the teams, it's going to confuse me as a commentator. It might confuse the viewers at home. I'm going to turn track map on, so you get a look at who is on the track. Milan coming through turn 6 right now. I think that's turn 6. I know this is turn 7 and 8. Now, this is a tricky section to get done perfectly, but it looks like he's navigated with very little problem. We have 22 viewers right now. Welcome to you all. And then we come into this fast left-hander that is turn 9. Don't go too far off or you will invalidate your lap. And you got to be careful here. You touch the curb here, that could be the end of your lap. And then we come around turn 13, down this long straight over here, although it doesn't have a DRS zone for some reason. Then turn 14 and 15, the final 2 corners of the lap. Oh, and a bit of a slide there from Milan, don't want that. And he will set the first lap of this session, 125 or 119. I do believe that Joel is about to cross the line. He's got around clean and goes 128, 126. Not a good lap from him. I do believe Zexer is just coming down to turn number 4. Of course, turn number 4 has been a brutal one in these past weeks in the past week for PSGL. Josh Sidney sets the fastest time of the session, 124.880. Only 4 drivers with a time, make that 5. And there is a yellow flag. Not sure who. Oh, it's because they're going slow, of course. That's normal. You don't want to go too fast. Wrench coming across the line now. He goes 4th, just behind his teammate Debo, who's went off the track. I'm just going to get a second here, and I'm going to go to open the live chat so I could chat to you guys. Yo, this is the best league ever. Thank you. Some notable names as well, of course, Zexer, Ecos, Old Wine in this, Tim Nosey, who I think was in the social race that I was supposed to be in, and then I lost connection. He sets the fastest time of 1:24.8. 25 years joining around. Remember, F2 is also on as well. F2, as well as F4, and I think F5, but F5 doesn't seem to have started yet. Well, it's one of the two. Actually, I think it might be F3. F3 is supposed to be on right now, isn't it? Tim, it's still a top time. Top 15 have set a time. Make it 16. Steph comes across the line 1:25.4. 5.8. I'm just going to check the... what is it? The allocations. Francie Fro sets an amazing time of 1:41.8. Surely that will come down. Some drivers often take the medium tyres, just set a banker. Doesn't hurt to take a banker lap, especially around this tricky circuit, as all the drivers who have set a lap are going into the pits now. Some drivers, including Old Wine, who were second in PSGL F7 last year, not set a time yet, but he's going to try and set one now. Goes down the back straight, waiting to put his finger on the trigger, and there he goes. Well, I should say foot to the floor, because of course the feet operate the trigger, the throttle and the brake. Of course the fingers would operate the steering wheel. Turn number 1 is a very tight corner, I'd just like to mention, and you've got to get it right or you're going to lose a lot of places in the race at the start, or a lot of time in this session I should say. Comes towards turn number 4. We do not talk about what happened between 3 and 4 owing to what happened last year in the real world. Please do not talk about that. As he comes through this tricky section that is turns 5 and 6. Okay, this is turn 7 I think. Yeah, that'd be turn 7. This is turn 8 and 9. Yeah, that'd be right. Of course, time to beat 1:24.826 for pole position. 7.5 minutes left in the session. Lots of time for these drivers to get in, but I do believe they only have, I think it's 3 or 4 sets of softs, so gotta make these laps count. If you don't do it the first or the second time, you've got to go all or nothing on the final chance you get. Oh, and Old Wine nearly nearly goes off the track. That would have been invalidation, but he's kept it inbound and is heading to try and set a fast time. Comes around the final 2 corners now. You know, it looks like 1 corner, it's actually 2. Comes across the line. The Williams driver sets a time that's only good for 12. Only 12. Well, I mean, 10 minutes left. It might have been a banker, but he is about 3/4 of a second down from Tim. Milan is the next to set a time. To start a lap, I should say. The Alpine driver, new team for this season, replacing Renault. They went from yellow to blue as well. That makes thank you, George. You love the commentary. Well, you're gonna be stuck with me for the next 13 weeks, and hopefully more after this season. Hey, you never know. I might do F1 one day. I highly doubt it. I have little skill and experience. I've been doing this for 9 months. And only like 3 months for PSGL. Milan in the number 66. I think it's unfair you can't choose the F1 numbers that they use. You can't choose 22, 44, 5, 3, etc. I think that's a bit unfair. Comes down the back straight, which they use for the start of the inner track layout. Coming through the tricky turn 12 where the curb can ruin your lap and spin you right round like a record. Coming down the back straight now to the final 2 corners. Got 1:17 into the final 2 corners. It's looking alright. He needs to improve by 3 attempts to take pole position. Will he do it? No, he does improve, but does not improve in terms of position, just on time. Also coming to the line would be Taze Leroy starting a lap. Who is coming towards the line? It should be Marcel Granny. Or Marcel Grozny. Sorry, I've read that wrong. I'll just call him Marcel. Marcel in the Alfa Romeo, formerly known as Sauber, goes 7th. The 125.167. There's a lot of drivers on 125.1s, I'd have to mention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers on a 125.1. That's shows that it's pretty close in the esports world, considering these are equal cars. Aiden jumps them all though. He goes a 125.022, just doesn't quite crack the 85-second barrier, but it's a great time nevertheless. Josh has invalidated his lap. Unfortunately, that means he will be stuck in second. He needs to improve by 54 milliseconds to take pole position from this man, Tim. Thank you, Neon, for the encouragement. Jarno Loyen has went 12th. Ikos Rahe? Please tell me how to pronounce your name. Has not set a time yet. I don't think he's even left the pits. Can someone please clarify? Who should we be looking at? We should be looking at... Well, I shouldn't be looking at him. He's coming into the pit lane. Grozny, I believe... Oh, he's already set a time, hasn't he? Yeah, who has... Well, 6 minutes to go. They are preparing for their final lap. Don't believe anyone would be on a time right now. You can always check. Francie Fro has invalidated his second run and is stuck on last of the runners, 141.8. He's struggling to get to the grips with the car. And no, don't say it's because it's a Haas. Remember, these are equal cars. They're on equal footing, no advantages. Like in the real F1 where Ferrari or Red Bull or sometimes Alpine always win. Should be Wrench coming out the final corner. No, he's going into the pits. Francie Fro is starting another lap. Who is on a lap? Let's find out. Lots of drivers are in the pit. Waiting it out. 5 minutes to go. They've got time for one more run. I'm gonna get a drink of this beverage I have here. Francie Fro trying to set another lap in so he can at least say he was not last, except for Ecos, but he's actually out there. I believe his teammate Milan is in 5th right now, and funnily enough, he's the one. Raggy is supposed to be hosting a session. Oh, because it's what you want to do in your lap. We're going to take a look at Francie Fro and Haas again. Old Wine also on a lap, but this one has priority here. Francie Fro coming down the back straight. Don't go too far off there or you will invalidate. Keeps 2 wheels in the track limits, and that is legal. And he will set a time. No, he hasn't set a time. Well, I'm bewildered there. He was not happy with it. Old Wine, there we go, much better. 125.073 and is up into 8th place. Debo also on a lap, I believe. It's coming through to turn 8 and 9, I should say. Tricky one there, especially for the beginners. But this is obviously not a beginner division. F7 is much more for those who don't want to use assist except the line. I hate driving without the line. I find it really hard to brake without markers and traction control and ABS, and I should stop saying how bad of a driver I am and focus on Debo. Debo has set the fastest. I'm not sure if that is the fastest second sector. I highly doubt it. Sometimes this game does glitch. Comes to the final 2 corners now. Will he advance any further? Remember, he needs to improve by 3 attempts to get into pole position. What will it be? It's a new pole position time, 124.769. Very impressive, as we see Raji has invalidated and he is not going to have much time to set another lap here. He's going out again. I'm surprised here. I'm surprised he didn't pit and just put a new set of tyres on. He's going to go one more lap, unless I had missed something. All the other drivers coming out now to start their final lap. A bit early. I think we wait until there's 2 minutes left. There's 3 minutes left when they came out, but it's their choice. As Ecos is... This is actually bad for Ecos. He's going to get... or Raji, he's going to get around... Has to get around all this traffic here. Not great. If you're trying to set a fast lap. Coming around turn 8 and 9. Actually, I do have a book here that has all the tracks on it, including the ones in the game. So that would be a good help. Coming through. Oh, nearly went off the track there, but I think that'll be fine. Been a very clean qualifying session so far. Raji stretching the track limits to the max, but he is in bounds, and is he going to set a very good time here? We'll have to find out. He comes around the final corner. We want to see him do up that leaderboard. How has he done? Oh, only 18th, so he's 1 second down on pole position. Everyone on their outlap now. This is very important for all the drivers. It's do or die for some drivers who have failed to get in a good lap, not very satisfied with the lap. This is their one last chance if they want to get that pole position away from Deborah Edeleri, or take the front row from Tim. And oh! Steve has crashed on the side of the road. Oh dear, Raggy's gone as well, at the same place Steph crashed out. That is catastrophic. Now I do believe Raggy wasn't on a lap, but still, that's a big blunder from them. And they will be starting no better than 11th and 18th respectively. And that would probably tumble further, considering all the drivers are going to set a very fast one here. And Josh Sidney's went fastest. Completely missed that. Josh Sidney sets the new fastest time over 1:24.61. He was nearly 1/10 ahead. Bahrain is on an outlap, so it should be Harmon coming to the line now. Harmon going to try and get further up the leaderboard. He comes across the line, and it is only 12th. He only goes one position up now. Who's coming here? It is Marcel Grozny of the Alfa Romeo. He slides out of the final corner. Gets DRS on, across the line, he goes up third. Third, and is 1:24.811 now. Who else is there? We should be looking for... Is it Wrench? Yeah, it's Wrench. Coming around the final corner now. How has he done on his final lap? Sixth. Sixth for Wrench. Do believe Old Wine is... No, it's not Old Wine. It's Milan coming around the final corner now. And he goes fourth. Tim is invalidated. Shocker from him. Joe now coming to the line. How will he do? Will he get pole position? No, he won't. 1:24.879, 17 milliseconds improvement. Bahrain is also on a lap, but he is down in sector 2. And this is pretty much the last chance to top Josh Sidney as he comes round the final corners. Has he done enough? Oh, he slid out of the final corners. That's catastrophic for his lap. And it's no improvement, 13 milliseconds. And that means, I do believe, unless we have some objections, Spaghetti Chips goes 13th. Yeah, I do believe Josh Sidney is your first pole sitter for season 29 F7. Josh Sidney on pole, and as we see, Fruitful's lost his wing. That's millions of pounds of damage you've caused there, or dollars, depending on what currency you use. I think it's dollars, even though they're mainly a British or European. I mean, they're run by Americans, yes, but you know. So there you go. Marcel, we're just waiting for her to retire, please. Pretty please. Oh no. Can Marcel please retire? Or... Okay. So that ends the qualifying session, and it is Josh Sidney on pole. Unfortunately, you get no points for that, which I kind of disagree with, but hey. Still a great feeling to be on pole position in the Williams. AlphaTauri's Deborah Ezileria in second. Joining him, Josh on the front row. Marcel Milan is your second row. Third row is Tim and Joel. 7th and 8th on the 4th row, Zexer and Wrench. 5th row will be Vahanen and Aiden. 6th row, Jarno and Oldwine. 7th row, Spaghetti Chips and Leroy. 8th row, Stefan Harmon, all Dutch front row, 8th row there. Lewis and Fruitful in the 9th row, and the back row will be Raggy and Francie Fro, who could only set a time that was 17 seconds behind pole position. I don't know what happened there, he just couldn't get a grip to the car. I mean, you know, you're going to be nervous on this first round, it's understandable, but it will be a learning curve for him, but it's time for what we have all been waiting for, the race. Apparently Joel did a 24.8 banker. Joel's not happy with Tim blocking him. He says he blocked him as he gave him dirty air in the last corner. There's always the stewards to go to, but... yeah. Just remember, you like, subscribe, and follow the Twitter page, PSGL, all below in the description. Just remember, F2, F3, F4, and F7 all on right now. So go check them out as well. Don't leave this page though. Open another tab and watch them side by side. So here we go, the formation lap then, and while they are going on their formation lap, we will take a look at the tyres they're using. Oh, that's not what we want to do. So as you can see, of course, the top 10 are on soft as required. They had to use the tyre they used in qualifying for their fastest lap. We see Oldwine going very interesting here. Marcel has not started. Now I don't know if he has lost connection or he has a problem with his controller slash wheel, but yeah, let's hope it doesn't cause a hitch at the start. Oldwine, the only one in the bottom 10 not to go medium or hard, he just went soft. Francie for going hards. Now I've been told by some people it could be soft hard. I highly doubt people are going to do... well, I have seen soft medium done, but it is a big risk. You have probably got to use it if there's a safety car. So the action zone is probably going to be turn 1, the back stretch down to turn 10, and a run down to turn 4. All DRS zones. There's also been some action at turn 5 and 6, as we have seen in recent streams. But you're probably looking at the DRS zones as always. That's where you get the biggest opportunities. As Josh Sidney has quickly made his way around the track. Of course, you want to warm up those tyres. Get cold tyres, won't have any grip. But you get them too warm, you could spin out of control in the corners. You don't want very hot tyres. As the drivers are making their way to the starting grid once again, it is time for the opening race of the F7 season. Quick, get a drink as quick as you can. They're about to line up on the grid. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show. You don't want to miss a single move. Last drivers lining up on the grid. The Bahrain race is go. The opening race of F7 is go. It's a good start from Josh Sidney and Devil, but as you can see, the others are coming behind, and this might be carnage into the first corner. They're all 3 or 4 abreast or something like that as they come through mostly clean. Don't see too much trouble happening. Wrench goes off the track, not a good start from him. Verheyen goes in a position. Oh, Joe, we've lost the car already. Harmon has spun off in the background, and that is not the start you want to your F7 season. As you can see, Zexer's got a penalty for going wide there. That might be reported to your stewards, as we see it might have happened to Back Bormand in F1 PC. But of course it didn't get removed because he didn't submit the footage correctly. But Zexer may get that removed pending investigation. As we can see, the front runners coming towards turn number 9 now. And there's another car off. I do believe Aiden. Oh no, the Flying Scotsman has had a problem as in turn 7. And that's a bad start to him. Old Wine up to 14. Of course, our runner-up last season in this very division. Steph now up to 8th. Lewis up to 11th now, but the front runners are now coming towards turn 13. Sorry for the flashing images. So it's Josh Sidney leads ahead of Debo, Marcel, Zexer with a penalty, Tim, Verheyen, Milan, Steph, Jarno and Lewis. 8th, 9th and 10th of course are medium runners. And I do believe that's wrong. Please ignore that. Always does that. And Jarno Loyens in the pits. Oh, a lot of drivers are in the pits. They must have damage. I didn't see that, seeing all the chaos in that first lap. But a lot of drivers are in the pits now. But I do believe, I'm not sure, Jarno Loyen got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's getting a wing change right now. Spaghetti also getting a wing change. Joel as well, I do believe. So not a good start for those guys, but of course, this has been... this could be anyone's race after seeing all the recent streams here. Of course, in our sister league, WOR had the PC Tier 1 division. The winner, Ruben Vallejo, started from 19th and won the race. It was chaos! And it was all happening last night. But now, PSGL focus time. Josh Sidney still leads. Ignore the leaderboard. That is incorrect. It should be Josh, Debo and Marcel. Top 3 are not the top 3 right now. Right, there we go. It's fixing itself now. It's back to where it is. Lap 2 now. It did say lap 3. Once again, they are always happening in this game. And oh, we've lost the car. Joel's out of the race. Joel, he's broke the barrier. He's broke one of our polystyrene sponsor boards. I'm sure the Saudis are going to sue him for damaging that board. He won't be too happy. I know it's polystyrene, but you know, it gives him a lot of money. As Debo is being challenged by Marcel. Marshall nearly touching him there at the back, but Debo holds on for now. But yeah, Joel is out of the race, which is a real shame because he was having a great qualifying session. It just wasn't to be for him today in the race. Debo now chasing down Josh Sidney. That gap is wrong, I must apologise. Oh, Marcel's going side by side into turn number 5. Very dangerous move, very risky move. You don't want to really do that because you can easily spin off there if you're not careful. But Debo holds on to second position. There's a 5-car train behind him though. Well, 4, but you know. And I do apologise once again, these leaderboard, these gaps are wrong. I also don't like that the leaderboard blocks the track action at this section of the track. But Josh Sidney holding his ground, has not been challenged much as of yet. Still Euro race leader though. But of course, there's going to be a clash of strategies. Who is going to master the correct strategy though and take the win? The winner is the one who pretty much... I don't know who the winner could be. You could do soft hard, soft medium medium, soft medium. It's about timing it right because sometimes if the safety car comes out, it could change the whole race. Marcel has got past Debo. Actually no, Marcel was in second. when this battle happens. So Devil had the DRS. I must have missed something there, or did I forget that Marcel and Devil were battling earlier? As you can see, a lot of battles happening down to turn number 4. Back at the battle for 11th here between Lewis and Taze Leroy. And they're also coming towards Fruitful, who's behind Old Wine. As Wrench has set the fastest lap. Wrench is currently down in 18th place after pitting very early. And we've got another Yarma Lions out! Yarma Lion has crashed in the barrier. It's a virtual safety car, so they will have to slow down and maintain positive delta. If they do not maintain positive delta... Oh no, it's a full safety car! A full safety car has been called by the stewards, and as a result, we are going to neutralise the field. All the pack are going to come together, and you know, this could be a time where you could... Should we change the strategy here? Now, I'm not sure about those who have already pitted after getting damage. Actually, 2 of the 5 drivers that pitted for wing damage. Oh, Josh has come in! Josh has come in! Zexer stayed out! The Aston Martin driver deciding, nope, not for me. The other 6 have pitted though. So I wonder what we're going to do. Steph has chosen not to pit. So let's see what they're all on. It's going to be mediums for Josh Sidney. Marcel has went on hards. Devil on mediums. Tim on hards. Verheyen on mediums. Milan on mediums. Old Wine on mediums. Francie Fro on mediums. And Harmon is pitting for hards. Tim's on hards. Josh Sidney has come out in 7th. And leads those who have pitted. And oh geez, there's a bit of a confusion happening on what the order is going to be lining up to the safety car, the train obviously. But the only soft runner right now is Zexer. And this isn't actually good for him, I'm afraid, because his tyres are going to wear out like wildfire when he gets underway again. And he'll be overtaken by the swarm that will be coming behind him. You see, he's already struggling. I've got an invite from one of the other drivers that shouldn't be inviting me. That's a horrible idea, considering that I am currently in a stream right now, and that actually obscures the leaderboard. But yes, he is going to have a bit of a pickle when he comes into the pits. He will lose a lot of positions because they'll all be bunched up together. And he also has a 3-second penalty, which may get removed. Raji, I do believe, has a 3-second penalty as well. Yeah, Yarma Lion spent the pit lane earlier. He can't serve it now. He's out. So the 14 cars here are just bunched together right now. The other 4, well, actually the 15th, 16th place drivers, Harmon and Wrench, have just joined the pack. Just waiting for Spaghetti Chips and Aiden to join the pack. Safety car may come in the lap after or the next lap. It really depends on how much damage has been done to the track. As I always said, always anticipate a safety car. Could happen at any moment if someone makes a big mistake. And again, it's part and parcel of NASCAR and IndyCar, considering how much incidents happen. And more recently in F1, after seeing what happened in I think it was it Baku? Yeah, it was Baku. Baku was mad. Magello is brilliant. Why did they not go there this year? But anyway, on to PSGL. As Zexer, is he going to regret staying out? That's the question. I think he will, unless he finds a miracle. Not ruling him out of the race yet, but if if a team of high schoolers and college athletes can beat the Soviet Union in the 1980 Winter Olympics in the ice hockey, then Zexer could still win this race. I mean, it happened in WRA yesterday. Someone won from the back the back row. You may notice the red Mercedes as the leaderboard blocks it. Thank you. Hate it when it does that. The red Mercedes this year in front of Zexer. Let's hope it doesn't have any glitch. Oh, don't do that. Safety car going at a very sedate pace, in my opinion, but I'm just hoping that Bernd Mailander is not drunk. Don't drink and drive. It's bad for your health. Alright, safety car in this lap, so this race will resume once Zexer gets the field going again. He can go at any pace he wants. He can just keep going slow until the time line. He can't do that after the timing line, no. As you can see, we don't want an incident of what happened in Mugello. Getting a look at the back of Zexer. As you can see, the other cars behind him. But as you know, he's on 5-lap-old softs, so... Oh, they're all raring to go. When is he going to go? Oh, and he's still not going. He's holding him up for as long as he can. Now, this is legal. In fact, Steph nearly overtakes him. Oh my goodness, he nearly hit Steph. He nearly hit Steph. He gets him going in, but Steph is not happy. Steph wants to get past him as soon as possible. He's going to try and make a move on the inside. And oh, Zexer's trying to come off. Comes around the inside. It should be an easy move for Steph. And he gets around. No! Zexer comes back at him. They're literally side by side coming into turn number 4. The DRS zone on now, but of course, it's not on until 3 laps after it, so it'll be lap 9. But Steph is now through and into the lead. Zexer has to yield, even though he has the soft tyres, but they must be wearing out now. They're probably worse than the mediums right now. As Harman has been overtaken by a couple of cars. Actually, he might have a problem there. Devil has fallen down to 9th. Fradi has overtaken him. And these two, wow, these two are really battling. Tim now behind Deborah Zalaria, the sister team, AlphaTauri and Red Bull. Tim on the hards, which are the longest lasting compound, but the less grippy. Obviously. Lewis has been in a battle with Josh. Josh trying to take 5th place. He was leading the race. He was on pole position, actually, until the safety car came out. He's in 5th position now. Taze now chasing Fruitful. Fruitful in and about Aston Martin sandwich. Leroy going on the inside of Fruitful. Very good move, but it's not good enough. Fruitful still holds on and he's moved off the track, Leroy has. And that may be a bit controversial. That may be reported to the stewards. I'm not sure. Not saying you should, by the way. It's your choice, not mine. Don't ask me for advice. I am no attorney. Josh is on the younger medium tyres, much fresher, so he has a big advantage over the guys at front, especially Zexer. Sorry, I keep freezing. Raggy is off the track. Raggy is off the track at turn number 6, and he has fallen back of the pack of, well, those who have not pitted. Milan, Oldwine, and Harman have pitted. Looks like Harman, Milan, and Oldwine had damage. But Steph still leads. No one else has got past Zexer. Zexer trying to stay up there while the soft tyres are just degrading further and further into its tyre life. What the hell is that from the Merc? I'm not sure. Fruitful. Ruffling a few feathers already. He's actually started 15th, he's in 3rd. Steph obviously started, no, Fruitful started 18th. And is in 3rd. Gained 15 places, that's pretty remarkable, but we're only 9 laps into the race. It's not all over yet. Harvard gets a penalty, that's not what you want to do. And he's at the back anyway, so just further adds to his woes. Josh is within 3 tenths of Taze Leroy. You think now would be the time to try and get up there and take that first place back, which he really wants, he thinks he deserves after that fantastic quali lap, which nicked him pole position. There's a big train forming up, ganging up on the soft tyre runner of Zexer, the lone soft tyre runner. DRS is enabled, by the way, so you see it's all the flats are opening up, if you're in 1 second that is. Just if you're new to Formula 1. If you've been watching Drive to Survive and you wonder what this is, welcome! You've come to the right place. Best esports league on the game. Nothing else comes close. Taze Leroy just behind Fruitful now. These two had a bit of a tangle at turn number 3 in a couple laps ago. Will the same happen again? 9 laps now completed. We're on to lap 10. And here comes Leroy, trying to go for a move on Fruitful perhaps? No, not yet. He's waiting until getting into turn number 3, and now that he's got a chance here. They've both got the DRS, but Leroy probably has the better slipstream. But no, it's too late. He can't try and make a move at all. But now Josh Sidney's going to be running all over Leroy. So not only has Leroy got to try and get past Fruitful, he's got to try and get away from Josh Sidney as soon as he can. And considering that Josh Sidney is on fresher medium tyres, it's going to be a bit of a pickle for Leroy, I have to say. As they come through turn 9 now, they have the DRS again. But Fruitful's starting to run away. He's got the better exit out of that turn. And let's hold third position for now. Standing his ground. Coming through the tricky 12 and 13 turn complex. And oh, there's a car off! It's Fruitful! Fruitful has spun off! And that's good news for Leroy. He's up into the podium places. I know it's one third of the race through, but it's always a great position to be in third. But Fruitful has gone back to square one. Down in 14th now, and Zexer has pitted. Zexer has given up. He's going to go into the pits for a tyre change. He's going to go on the medium tyres. Oh, he might have to do an extra stop for that, I'm not sure. I mean, some people have done soft, medium, medium and it's worked, but you never know. Josh Sidney right behind Taze Leroy. This is for second position now, thanks to Zexer pitting. Giving in the softs. Just look at that. That is daunting. You would not want to make a mistake there, especially there's only been 29 laps, half a Grand Prix distance. Rounded up, obviously. If you don't know how we calculate our race length, it is 152.5 kilometers divided by track distance. And that is rounded up to the nearest whole number. And that gets you your lap counter. Just PSGL facts. And 152.5, which is half of F1's distance, which is 305. So every race has to be at least 152.5 kilometers. No short tracks this year, which is quite sad, but understandable considering they put braking point in. Marcel is just behind Lewis. Ferrari Junior team behind an actual Ferrari. But Josh Sidney now going for a move. Taze has no DRS and takes second place right off of him. But I do believe Leroy will have the DRS coming out of turn number 3. But Josh is within a second of Steph, so he will also get the DRS. And Josh starting to pull away. Steph now feeling the heat from Josh. Josh has had a great run since he had pitted and since the safety car came in. It is all the cars are following Josh's waist right now. He is now within 2/10 of Steph. Surely it's only a matter of time he gets past him. He's right behind the Red Bull. He will have a big chance here. Out of this turn, and on goes the DRS. Coming right up to Steph. Steph going to the outside. And holds firm of his first place. He doesn't want to take him away from him. Not without a good fight, that is. 40 viewers, by the way, what an achievement, I think. I mean, we had 60 viewers last night. Well, let's make it more. Let's make it 50, 60, 70. Get all your friends to watch this. Not just F2, F3 and F4. Also think of F7. You know, these could be F1 or F2 drivers in the future on this game. Steph is going to the right. He doesn't want this taken away from him. He's playing a very defensive game, but it's not going to work. Josh gets past him. Finally, Steph has to yield now. But he will have the DRS coming out of here, so he might try and snatch it back. It's a great battle between these two. Josh is going to the inside, trying to defend his first place. Oh, Steph nearly touches Josh, but he gets through clean and takes the lead back. He ain't giving up. Not yet, anyways. And Taze Leroy's now into the mix. This is one heck of a train. Look at this. An 8-car train for the lead. This is what PSGL is all about. Close, exciting competition. You don't want to miss any second of the next few laps. As now, Josh trying to take first position back. He's on the outside. Steph on the inside. Will he defend? They go into, oh, they might touch wheels here. But no, Josh holding on. Steph wants it back. They're still side by side hanging into turn 13. This is getting to very dangerous territory, and this is actually bad for the two of them because now Taze Leroy is going to have a look and try and get a battle. They're side by side hanging down to the final 2 corners of this lap. Steph trying to make a move on the inside. My goodness me. This is one heck of a contest now. Leroy's got a chance to get past Steph and take second place. This is anyone's race, and we're only halfway through into this. Now Steph's going to try and make a move on Josh Shindy, going to the inside, and he's got it! Fantastic move, but no, Josh has held on, and Taze Leroy's in this as well. It's going to down the straight now. Steph going on the inside of turn number 4, but he can't get past Josh. Now he's side to side again. These two are not sparing any expense whatsoever. They want this win as much as anyone right now. I'm starting to lose my voice. And we're halfway. It's a 10-car train, 11, 12-car train for the lead. My goodness. If anyone here slips up, then it could be a catastrophic result. It's Josh starting to pull away now. The gap, 5 tenths. 4 attempts now. Steph trying to catch up back to Josh. Harmon's got another penalty. Steph started in 15th place, just to let you know. And remember, some of these guys still have to do stops. Steph, Leroy and Lewis haven't done a stop yet, and they're giving Josh run for their money, who pitted during the safety car. 4 attempts to gap now, 5 attempts. Is Josh starting to pull away? It looks that way. Any battles further behind? Doesn't look like it. They're all just going in an orderly manner. Some people looking to take a peek. Maybe they might make an attack out of turn number 3 once they get DRS on full blast. But Marcel is ganging up on Lewis. But remember, a lot of these drivers are going to have DRS on, so it's just going to cancel it out, I'm afraid. But then again, they don't want to just let the drivers in front go into the distance because they would lose out on valuable position. Remember, 16 points for the winner here. And every point counts in this lead for sure. Taze Leroy right on the back of Steph. These drivers both on 14 lap old medium tyres, yet to pit. Taze started 14th, Steph started 15th. Lewis started 17th. That's not what I want. But my goodness, have they made their way out? Of course, they still need to pit. Just being told Steph is 11 years old. My goodness. Oh no! I was saying, he's just went off the track and he's going to lose some ground to Leroy. Only 11 years old and racing at this level? Props to him. His father must be very proud. Honestly. Grozny now. Trying to make a move on Lewis. Lewis falling behind Leroy. By the way, Leroy's made a move on Steph, taking advantage of it. Oh, Raggy's sorry, Raggy's been given a 10-second penalty as Wrench and Bahrain have pit, but Leroy gets past Steph after Steph made that mistake out of turn 13. He has taken second place now, and now will he consider challenging for the lead, or will he hold back and pit? Is he trying to do a medium soft potentially? Be a bold strategy, but will it pay off? We'll have to find out at the end of this race. Look at all the cars ganging up. It's like we're watching the esports. Marcel still trying to get away through Lewis. He's tried all this time, but he still can't get anywhere. Remember, he is on the hard, so he's going to have less grip than Lewis is. Although Lewis has been on 15 lap holds, and he's been on those medium tyres since the very start of this race. So he's got an extra challenge to deal with. Try and keep those tyres in shape. And we've got, oh, there's a car off! Francie Fro has spun, and he did struggle in qualifying with that turn, I do believe, and he's fallen down to 11th now. Back to the battles at hand though, and we have Marcel Grosny getting up close to Lewis. Is this the pass he's been trying to get for ages? Lewis defending with all his might, but I don't think it's going to work. Marcel going through on the inside and should get the job done here. Yes, he is into 4th position. But will Lewis reply in this DRS zone? He will have the DRS. Oh, he's right behind him. He's right behind him. Marcel healing the heat. But it doesn't look like he is going to lose his position. Debo now behind Lewis. Is Lewis starting to think his tyres are just running out? That will be the case for Leroy and Steph as well. Their tyres are going to be near dead at this point. Or off the cliff. Oh, the Debo nearly makes a mistake. Raddy has had a horrible session, and Tim now going for a move on Debo. Tim on the outside, but no, Debo keeps his ground firm. Or stands his ground, I should say. Gosh, my English vocabulary is horrible, and I watch Countdown every day. Half a second separates first and second, Josh and Leroy. And no, I'm not going to say the line. You know the line. Gap between Debo and Lewis now, 2 attempts. It will maybe close even further. Now Lewis is 1 second behind Marcel. Oh dear, Debo's made a mistake. Tim takes advantage and into, no, Debo's pitting. I think he might have damage. Debo is not happy with himself. Marcel has got up into 3rd. Sorry, we missed that. And Tim now is in 5th. Lewis starting to struggle, looks like. So is Steph. They might have to pit. Debo. Oh, Debo's on another strategy, isn't he? Of course, the soft medium. He's doing an undercut, maybe. That might be interesting. I was a bit confused on why he pitted there, but I keep forgetting that this is a 2-stop race. I'm just focusing on Leroy, who might be going to the softs once his stint is done. And we don't know when that could be. It could be next lap, the lap after. You never know. Tim has passed his teammate, by the way. I'm not sure if that was deliberate, or it was an actual battle. Like Danny Moreno let Otmir through, and then he got 3rd place. That was actually a good move. Sometimes team orders helps, but except if it's blindly deliberate. Steph. Oh, Steph! Steph is having problems. Oh, he's lost it! Oh yeah, all the grip has gone from Steph. I was mentioning that the grip is starting to wear out, and Fruitful, oh geez, oh my goodness, Fruitful nearly hit Steph. He's up into 8th now, but that is sending out a red flag to all those on the 17 laps mediums from the start that your tyres are gone. Pretty much. And you can see now the gap is starting to build between Josh and Leroy. Marcel now trying to get past Leroy. 4 attempts and is on hards, which of course aren't going to degrade much. Oh, Steph got a puncture. Oh, Steph had a puncture. Apparently I've been told Steph might have had a puncture. Lewis and Fruitful now pitting. Leroy's yet to pit though. He's doing an overcut. Now, will this work? Because remember, Josh will have to pit again, I think. I do not believe those tyres are lasting 24 laps. It'll be interesting what happens when they come out. I do believe Leroy might be first. Maybe Sydney is catching on to him. He's thinking, oh, he's on those old tyres. Is he going to pit now? And again, does he know what tyres he's on? Does he know how long he's been out there? Yeah, unfortunately, the IFR boys are crying at that Steph puncture. Very sad. Considering he's just 11 years old, you've got to give him props for challenging the big boys. Now Taze, what's he going to do? He's going to pit! He's finally pitted! And I tell you what, he's done very well to keep those tyres in shape for 18, 19 laps. Lap 20 now has begun. He's going to pit for softs. That's what I was saying. If you start at the ultimate strategy, you can do medium soft. And that does happen sometime, but he is out of there as soon as he got there. And there's a yellow flag! And Tim has lost it out of turn 3. Oh dear, that's the place Grosjean crashed last year. We don't want to mention that. And there's another car off. I do believe it is Raggy. By the way, Leroy has come out 8th and he's on the soft, so he's got an advantage over the others in front. More specifically, the medium runners who are still out there. Zexer, of course, is going to be staying out for the rest of the race, I think. Unless he wants to play it safe, but I don't think he'll be doing that considering the dynamic of this field. 8th place, and he is 21 seconds off the leader. And that's pretty much a pit stop length. So it's all play for now. If Josh can get a very good pit stop, he may stay ahead of Leroy. We'll have to find out, but Leroy now coming towards Wrench. He's got to get past him as soon as possible, or he's going to lose time on Josh. 41 viewers, by the way. Thank you for watching this fantastic battling tonight. He's still trying to, there he goes, he's through now. Waiting his turn perhaps. Didn't want to make some risky moves. But Marcel now on the rear of Josh. Is Josh's tyre starting to wear out? And this is probably the leveling point of the mediums and hards. 15 laps. It's probably the point they're neutralised. 4 tenths the gap. This is where it could be all to play for, and there is a car off in Sector 1. I do believe it is Francifro, who has been struggling with this track all day, and just further adds to his woes. He's 15th right now. But Marcel could not get past Josh. Not yet anyways. He probably won't get many more chances to do that. And there's a car off. Fruitful has went off again. Fruitful. It's just not been his day, is it? Is Josh trying to go to the end? You think? Josh now going to the inside, trying to get away from Marcel's challenge. And Fruitful has got a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Has he given up? Or he might have damage actually, probably lost his wing. But back to this battle, Taze Leroy sets the fastest lap of the race for Aston Martin and Cognizant. Cognizant, what a name. Coming through turns 5 and 6 now are the drivers in the lead. Josh trying to get to the end on those. That is one heck of a move if that's true. Taze has got past his teammate, who has a penalty, and is now 4.5 seconds behind Tim. Of course, considering the tyre dynamic, I do believe Fruitful has retired from the race. It's just not been his day today. But Leroy now he's got to get to Tim as fast as he can and just hope Tim doesn't hold him up. Tim, of course, on hard, so he's got much less grip. So Leroy will be at him like a shot. But now Marcel getting closer to Josh. Will he get him here? The DRS opens up. Now where's Josh going to go? He's staying put for now. He doesn't think he's going to get challenged. He won't be this time. May go for it at the end of turn 4. DRS on again. It doesn't look like he's getting any close for a move. Oh, right behind him. But Josh still in the lead for now. Seems like to be the only battle going on right now. Raggy still struggling back in last place. It's just not been his day either. Honestly, the competition here has been fantastic tonight. But let's not talk about preseason. No, let's not talk about it. That was a disaster. Not because of the drivers, because the track was too bumpy. We forgot to repave the track. And I get it. It's, well, to be fair, it's not hot in the Southern Hemisphere right now. But Marcel, back to this. Marcel, still within 4/10 of Josh. He's just been within that distance for like... Yeah, you're right. P8, he'll probably come out if Josh pits now. I don't see Josh pitting. Josh being very brave here. Going balls deep, going for the end of the race on these tyres. How good is his tyre conservation? That question will have to be answered in these next few laps as Marcel struggles to get any closer from Josh, putting up a very good effort of holding Marcel. And in fact, Ecos might get lapped here. Oh! Marcel is right behind him! And Josh starting to lose ground. Marcel goes into the lead! Marcel of the Alfa Romeo takes the lead from the Williams. And now Josh will be thinking, are my tyres gone? He had a bad exit. Sorry, I did miss that. I was just focusing, and Francie Fro has given it in. He's went into the pits and called it a day. So 16 remain from this race, but now 6/10. Oh, Josh is struggling for his tyres now. He doesn't look like to have any puncture concerns, but probably might have to pit. Meanwhile, Leroy just behind Tim. Tim has went to the left. Interesting move from Tim. Maybe he was anticipating Leroy overtaking him, but it hasn't happened. He's right behind him now. This could be a bit dangerous. This is a very tricky turn to overtake. One I wouldn't. Oh dear, nearly touched. But they've kept it clean for now. Gap now 2/10. Leroy with more grip, approaching Tim now. Is he going to go for a move here? Oh, he's touched Tim! He's got to be very careful. Doesn't look like he's got any damage, but he's got to be careful. If he does something like that again, he might lose his front wing here. As Tim, oh dear! Tim has been hit by Leroy. They're just banging wheels at this point. It's getting very violent. But Taze Leroy gets past him. Now, oh my goodness me! Taze Leroy finally gets past him. Tim was frustrating him there. He will not be a happy bunny after that encounter, because now he's lost a lot of time to the top 4 in front. He's 3 seconds behind Aiden, and that may be the end of the race. Oh dear, and oh no, that's Raggy. He's spun. Raggy has been having problems all day. But meanwhile, Leroy is now 2.5 seconds. Oh, Milan's retired on the track. That will be a penalty. That is against the rules, I do believe. You cannot retire on track. Actually, no. I might be looking at the wrong guy. Yeah, sorry, I am looking at the wrong guy. I do apologise. I thought that was Milan that spun. It was actually Raggy. I sincerely apologise. It's just Milan retired in the pits. Sorry. Yeah, Tim was very controversial there. Might get investigated. We're not sure. We'll see what Leroy thinks. If it's, oh my goodness, what is Tim doing? He has absolutely lost it out of turn 13 almost. 1 second now, the gap between Leroy and Aiden. I've got a new follower, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, time is running out for Leroy. He has 4 laps to get as far as he can. He's on 5-lap-old soft, and he has the advantage over the medium and soft runners, who are going to be screaming for grip. That's Raggy. He's just been... Taze Leroy into 4th now. I'm sorry I missed that. I was checking up on Raggy. He's just been at the back for this entire race, and actually he's really struggling. He's spun off again, but now Leroy has got 3.5 second gap to overcome on Spaghetti Chips. Now Spaghetti Chips started 13th, Leroy started 14th, so started right adjacent to each other on the start. Meanwhile, BTR Wrench is coming towards Zixer. Zixer has a penalty. I do believe Radji might be retiring from the race. He has down to 14 in this race. Now we need to check up on some of the older tyres here. Josh on 21-lap-old mediums. How has he stayed on those tyres this long? This is Bahrain, the tyres really do shred. But maybe it's because it's this game. Not sure. Spaghetti should be fine. Marcel is 4.5 seconds in the lead right now. He has much better tyres. But Leroy... his tyres should be fine. Aiden... Now, I do remember Steph's tyres run out after, was it 18 laps? Or something like that. Josh has done very well to conserve his tyres, but now the gap is falling between Spaghetti Chips and Josh. It's now just around 1 second. Taze Leroy also coming around is now 1.6 seconds behind. If he can keep this pace up, I'm not sure if he can get the win, but he could get a podium here. He's charging as fast as he can. But now the gap really is starting to fall. It's now 6/10 from Spaghetti Chips to Josh. Comes around the final corner. He will have the DRS. Josh screaming for grip. Josh trying to defend. Gotta be careful, they don't bang wheels. That could cause a puncture. Josh has given in. Has he? Yes, he has. Josh is down to 3rd now. The pole sitter just couldn't hold on to these tyres this long compared to the other guys. And now Taze will be after him. Oh, he's got a grudge for Josh. I think he does. Yes, he does. And remember, he lasts in his tyres much longer as Tim gets through into 5th. But now Taze Leroy is half a second behind. If Josh manages this as masterclass, it might be, but 2 laps remain. And now he's frustrating Leroy. Leroy trying to find a way through. Josh goes wide. And now loses out on 3rd. Taze Leroy up to 3rd place. And now he's 8 attempts behind Spaghetti. Oh, goodness me, you don't want to do that at the curb. He's chasing Spaghetti Chips now. The 2 hard runners in the lead right now. Marcel's been doing very well to keep it together. He's 6 seconds ahead of Spaghetti. I think it might be too late for Leroy to get the win, but he might get 2nd place here. Come around the final corner. It should be plain sailing for Leroy, unless Spaghetti has a trick up his sleeve. Spaghetti, what's he going to do? He's going to go to the inside, trying to get the DRS off of his back, but it's not going to work. Leroy goes to the inside and takes 2nd position, but I do not think there's enough time to get past Marcel unless a miracle happens. Josh's tyres look fine. What's happened to Aiden here? He's losing positions. Oh, he's been pushed by Zexer. And Zexer's got damage to his front wing. He's been ganged up on by him and Debo. And he's starting to concede positions now. This is not what you want to do. No, he's got them all back. Somehow. Although he's on 23 lap all mediums. He's lost the position to Debo. My goodness, it is chaos in the midfield. But Leroy trying to get anywhere close to Marcel. I don't think it's happening. Marcel has kept it together from third place. He went from soft to hard, kept it together, and it looks like he is going to take the first win race of the season. Marcel Grozny of Alfa Romeo comes home to take P1 here in Bahrain. He is your winner. Leroy will take second place. A valiant final run on the soft. Spaghetti will get third. Josh Sidney hangs on to fourth. It wasn't to be a podium today. Tim and Wrench come after him. Devil Aiden loses places for his penalties. And did get a point. Zexer misses out. Steph, oh, what a shame. Steph will have to settle for 12th. But it is Marcel Grozny who is your winner here tonight on F7. Well done to him. Harmon, oh dear. Steph's crashed his car. He's going to have to pay for that. And Old Wine, your 14th place finisher. Alfa Romeo on top here in Bahrain. They are your winners. Great run from Leroy at the end, but it was only to be second place. I think he'll take second place considering his position at the pit stops. Driver of the day as well for him. And let the podium celebrations begin. Let's take a bow to the crowd, as you should do. Alright, I think it's time for interviews, don't you think? Bahrain just too tough on tires, says J. Raby, and he is right, it was tough on those guys tonight, but especially Josh, he did hang on for as much as he can, but could not get holding on to a podium. There is your result. Taze, by the way, also gets a bonus point for the fastest lap. He will get 13 points tonight. That ain't bad, considering he started from 14th. Jumped 12 places tonight. Our biggest jumper, gotta say, that's gotta get definitely worth 13 points there. And there is the rest of the field. Let's see, Debo disappointed with 7th after starting 2nd. Just wasn't to be for Milan. He started 4th and didn't finish the race. And I wrongly accused him of parking on the track when it was not him. Right. I'm so tired out after that. Time to get interviews. If they want one. Just getting the car up, by the way. Guess you could say this is victory lane. Just asking for the if they want an interview. Right, interview for Spaghetti, so I'll invite him. Be back in a minute, by the way. And oh, by the way, if you want to send a question in chat, that's always welcome. We have them all here. By the way, Joel has sent in a report to Tim for an incident in qualifying for that dirty air, as I was saying earlier. And then he had a problem with him in the race as well, just to let you know that. As we have we do have our second place finisher and our third place finisher in here, that's Spaghetti and Hayes, but we're just waiting to see if Marcel wants an interview. Or a race winner from third. Just hold on, guys. Just gonna ask in his messages if he wants one. If not, we'll just congratulate him, obviously. 110 people, probably more than that, but a lot of people watching the F2 stream. By the way, the F1 PC division is on right now, so don't miss it. The race is about to start. Marcel doesn't know what he's doing. I'm just trying to invite him to the party that I have invited. There's 16 people left. They've all probably went off to watch PS4 F1. Sorry, I'm just trying to recover from this race. Any other additions? I just want to congratulate. There he is, Marcel, our winner. Congratulations, sir. We've been waiting for ages. Never thought you'd come.
Okay.
Just make sure everyone, you must have your shared audio on so everyone can hear you. If you don't, then no one would hear you on the stream.
Yeah, mine's on chat.
Okay. So Marcel, congratulations. That was a hectic race, and there was, at points, massive trains of cars just gunning for the lead. And all the tyre strategies were just all over the place today. How did you cope with that?
Yeah, first of all, congrats to P2 and P3.
Thank you.
And sorry for my English. So I'm
Oh no,
very
it's
bad
fine.
English.
It's fine.
Yeah, so it was like the first stint, only soft, then the safety car in round 6. So I thought everyone was pitting for hards, but the other guys were pitting for mediums, and so I just drove the train, and yeah, at the end I had the best tires, I think.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
interesting because... Yeah, go on.
Yeah, pretty boring race for me, I would say.
But hey, you won! How's it boring? You won!
Yeah, but not really much of overtaking and, you know...
I know.
Just driving.
Yeah, the others were just battling like mad, especially Leroy with all the others being on the soft. I was questioning Josh Sidney's run on soft to medium. It did catch him up in the end, but my goodness, how do you hold on to 23 laps around Bahrain? It's notorious for shredding your tyres, literally.
Was that question to me? Or was that the...
Josh Sidney. He was running 23 lap old mediums.
He's not in the party.
Yeah, he pitted during the safety car. I know he's not in the party. Yeah, he finished fourth, so I can't interview
You didn't
him.
ask a question. What's the question?
Oh, Right, sorry. I was just stating that, you know, 23 lap soft, mediums. I keep saying softs for some reason. It was just, you know, I know the hards can make 23 laps, but it was just interesting to see. So, how do you feel overall after that, Marcel? You must be relieved, though, right?
I am pretty relieved, yeah.
Yeah, you put a very good qualifying time in, so it must have helped. But I noticed a lot of people, yeah, they were going on the ultimate strategies. So it was a bit of a mix-up, especially if you're Leroy. He was just going as fast as he can on that final stint of softs. But yeah, congratulations for your win, Marcel. And we'll hope to see you next week in, I believe it is Paul Ricard in France.
Yep.
How do you feel about Paul Ricard?
Nice track. So I hope I can win again, or the podium maybe.
Alright, that's one person that likes Paul Ricard. Okay, 2. Alright, so congratulations once again, and you have a nice night, alright?
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Okay, on to our second place finisher, which is Taze Leroy.
Yep.
My goodness, you took a very brave gamble, going onto the softs on the final 10 laps to try and fight your way up to try and get the win. It just didn't turn out to be the win, but second place you'll take, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously, well, I think that safety car really did not help my race because being on the mediums and all. But yeah, them soft tires. I mean, I didn't expect to be where I was, but obviously with Josh being on the mediums was definitely slowing down a lot. So yeah, just PT I'm very happy with after everything.
Yeah, absolutely. It was what was it? The soft medium. No, you were on mediums from the start, weren't you? So you did the opposite of what Josh did, but it was more of a level head because you were pitting after 19 laps. Just like you know, Steph apparently had a puncture after those 19 laps. Not sure if it was tire setup was wrong or something, but it just managed to be a puncture. You managed to conserve your tires well, though. Seems like. But yeah, Bahrain. How hard was it to keep the tyres in shape? Just ask.
Actually very difficult because, well, just the nature of this track is not easy on tyres, and it definitely showed today, but I mean, they held it more than what I expected them to do, to be honest.
Yeah, and, you know, starting from 14th, was it really... Can I just ask, I know it's a stupid question, but did you actually really want to be around 11th, 12th, or something to get the alternate strategy because you feel... And do you feel if that the answer is yes, why do you believe the alternate strategy is better, as in going on mediums from the start, fresh set, to softs after that? Do you think it's better than the top 10 strategy?
Oh no, my aim was to be in the top 10, but then I invalidated my quality laps, so that ended up me starting 14. But yeah, the plan was to go on softs though.
Yeah. Alright. I noticed the softs were starting to become a problem after lap 8 or 9 on that stint. But did you have it? You went, was it 10 laps? Do you see a problem at that around that point where you're starting to lose grip? And if you were keeping a track of the percentage, what was the percentage at the end of the race?
I think it was like 53 or it was something in the 50s anyway. I'm not 100% sure though.
Yeah, it just shows how much tire conservation is demanded at this track. Just like to say, by the way, thank you Debo for the compliments about the commentary. Thank you very much on Discord. So yeah, second place must be great feeling though.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
What are your feelings on any of the races in the future? What is like Paul Ricard? What do you like with Paul Ricard?
Paul Ricard is one of my favourite tracks in this game, so I'm looking forward to it.
That's 3 people. I'm starting to lose my voice after that race. It was hectic as hell. But yeah, you have a good night, okay? Because I'm sure we're all tired right now. So on to our third place finisher, who is very surprised to be here, Spaghetti Chips.
Hello.
Third place. I can't remember where you started. I'm trying to remember everything.
P13.
13, so you had a similar run. You were right next to Leroy from the start. how was the tyre conservation for you around this difficult track?
Well, of course, like I started off with the idea of going medium soft actually, like Leroy. But I got brake checked on lap 1, so that was the end of that one. Had to pit. The safety car kind of saved me. But then after that, yeah, on the hards, honestly, when I got up to the main train, it was just a matter of just save the tyres. I was just like in my head, just like, right, every lap they were going up like 4%. Right, there's going to be a gradual increase. So I was like, right, I'm going to hit about 80% at the end. I need to save my tyres. So it was just all about just saving tyres for the whole of the race until it was just me on my own. And then I kind of like cruised until I saw Leroy come up, and then I got a little bit scared. But then, just by lap 29, I was just like, nah, let's just accept third and not get front wing damage.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want to lose, especially with the tyre shredding, is your front wing, I think. But I just had this horrible thought. What if we did a race that didn't allow tyre changes and you had to do it on the mediums? That would be ridiculous. You'd be screaming for grip. But yeah, we're not obviously doing that. We can't obviously do that in the game because they would disqualify us in the final lap because you can't pit in the final lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, third place must be a good feeling after. Would you say it would be a disappointing qualifying, or did you want to be there because the alternate strategy has been tried and tested before?
No one wants to be lower down the grid, of course. I would have rather be 4 tenths ahead, but the grid is so close. Like, I could be up in P5 next week, for all I know. But obviously, it's kind of well renowned that this is more of a pad track than a wheel track. So maybe some of the guys around me were on a pad, so maybe I could get an advantage over the next few weeks. But who knows what will happen? So yeah, obviously I didn't want to be down in P13. My quality pace was my quality pace. I didn't have any mistakes or anything. I just couldn't get any higher. But yeah, my race pace is just much better than my quality pace.
Yeah. I think we all need a rest, don't we? Let's be honest.
Mate, I'm staying up till 1 AM and partying in tonight in the what's it called? What's the room called? The Amber Room, the Amber Lounge. That's it.
Oh yeah, because you can go back into nightclubs, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can't really do that here in Scotland yet. But enough about that. Sorry, you can tell my voice is gone. But yeah, thank you very much, for being here, and congratulations on your podium once again. And I wish you best of luck with the rest of the season.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Alright, have a good night. So that is it for tonight's F7 action. I do believe the F1 action is on right now, so go into tune with that. They've got 300 people watching, that's massive. Blizzard is currently leading that one. Next week we'll be off to Paul Ricard, so I'm just going to get up that for now. There it is, Paul Ricard, La Castellet, 5.842 kilometers, 15 turns. You know what this track is like, you've seen it in all the games since 2018. That is the end of tonight's broadcast. I hope you've enjoyed this. Go and watch F1 right now. It is the closest competition you will get, probably. I'm not saying this isn't close. This was very close tonight, especially in the middle of the race. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've been Otaku Logan. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week in Paul Ricard for the second round of the F7 season. Have a good night.